I'm recording this directly on my iPad, so hopefully I sound a little bit better at least. I want to thank you for all your comments. I think the main complaint was the static. I heard it definitely really clearly, of course, but there was nothing I could really do about it if I was recording on my laptop, so I thought this would be a little bit better. Of course, I don't have my editing software here, so it may not look as good. What I mean is the banners on the side. I may be able to do that using some tricks of mine, but I'm back in the next week, so hopefully it's not that bad anyway. I may be able to fix it with a few tricks. I'll think about it. You guys will know when the video is up anyway. I just want to thank you so much for the comments. It was really, really, really nice of you guys. Like, honestly, I felt really touched because some of you guys gave me some really positive comments and it made me feel like so happy inside. So thank you for that. Okay, let's get through the relics. So first we have Brightwing Staff, and this is another Ultra Soul Break. Temporarily grants all allies Protect Shell and a barrier that enables them to avoid one debuff and automatically heal damage they take for a short time. The thing is, the first thing I thought about was stop, because like nothing can mitigate stop. So this actually does mitigate stop for one turn or one use anyway. So that's really, really super good. Also like slow and everything. I think this is an Ultra Soul Break, which is actually a lot better than Aerith, even though Aerith has an instant ability. But this one, I think it is a better Ultra Soul Break overall, so I think it's really nice. Of course, we're only on our second Ultra Soul Break, so of course it'll get better and better. Hope's Gloves. Of course, good amount of stats being a bracer. Deal 6 magic, holy, and non-elemental attacks to all targets with a moderate chance to interrupt their pending actions. Raise the user's magic a moderate amount and resistance a small amounts, and grant haste and burst mode to the user. I think that's a pretty nice one. It stacks with a lot of things. Burst abilities, Alexander. Of course, it looks very, very flashy as well, having Alexander as a secondary ability. Dispel all targets with a high chance to slow them. That's a meh ability, but it has Dispel all targets, which we don't have as like a normal ability. If the user has burst mode, grant summon strike to the user, so similar to Yuna's, and also deal 4 summon magic holy attacks and non-elemental attacks to all targets. Then remove summon strike from the user. Divine Judge, deal 4 magic holy and non-elemental attacks to one target with a moderate chance to interrupt its pending actions. A lot of interrupts, which I really like because a lot of bosses are susceptible to interrupt, so very nice. Flame Fossil. This one is one I have already. I can personally say this one is really good, but unfortunately it's only to one target. But it is a full breakdown and you can't really go wrong with that. Burst abilities is what is it called? Power breakdown. Secondary, the other one is a magic breakdown, so you guys already know what that does. Metamorphosis Clause. I think this one still is a really, really good Burst Soul Break. It is one of the best Burst Soul Breaks for mages, of course, because a lot of bosses are weak to either dark or holy attacks. So having these burst abilities, which deal 4 magic, dark, and holy attacks to one target, and also removes delay, you can do a massive amount of DPS over time. Lingering Spirits also increases your magic a moderate amount, so it's absolutely insane when comboing this. Battle Standard, I have this one as well. 131 attack, deal 4 physical attacks to one target, temporarily raise the party's critical hit a moderate chance. Because it is a moderate chance, be careful not to have Aiko in your party or Zell in your party if you have Zell's BSB or Aiko's BSB, because obviously that would overwrite it. Even though this one's only moderate amounts, of course you want to override it because they have a larger amount of critical hit chance. But also temporarily counter physical attacks. I use it specifically for that, to be honest, because I don't think Snow has Retaliate. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So it is really good with Gaia's Cross to give him draw fire and this if you're comboing with his physical attacks, because Retaliate's combo still has some use anyway, especially with smaller enemies like in the Torment dungeons. Howling Soul deals 6 instant physical attacks to one target with a high chance to interrupt its pending actions and remove delay from the user's actions for 2 turns. Really good for comboing for soul breaks, but other than that, this one's okay only, unfortunately. But it is a super soul break, does give him the 10 plus attack, but other than that, it should have been just a soul break, to be honest. Rain's Gloves, this one's okay only. It is good for the plus 10 magic, of course, but deal 5 magic holy attacks to all targets and temporarily lower their holy resistance. It is a holy in peril, which is really good, but when I'm saying this, it's like Rain's BSB is super powerful, and I would prefer just to start off with that. I wouldn't go for the holy in peril unless you're using a holy based team, say with Hope and Sid Reigns, but just on its own, I guess it's okay if you don't have his BSB, but I think it's a pretty decent SSB actually. I'll definitely use it for a holy based team, of course, but like I said, his BSB alone is really good enough. Meteor Blaze, this is basically a shout for mages. If you love Sarah, then definitely this boat is super good, because it raises magic and mind, so it doesn't stack with a lot of things. I can't think off the top of my head which increases magic and mind. I think there's like a couple. Also grants some haste, so yeah, like I said, it's a mage shout. Flamebird, this makes a return. Like I said, it's very comparable to Howling Soul. So that's why I think Howling Soul should have been a normal soul break. Anyway, I need to do the 100 gem draw. Just give me a sec to recharge. Alright, let's do it. 171 Mithra. I'm pretty proud of myself, to be honest. It's been a while since I saved this much. 3-star only. I've been really tempted to do a 50 for this, mainly for Vanilles, but I don't know if it's worth it or not. I'd love to have something for Hope, because I have absolutely nothing for him. But then I do have a lot of relics on this list already. I say I don't. I have 2, 3. Okay, never mind, that's a lot. I don't know if I want to take the risk. It would be a risk for either Sid's BSB, Brightwing stuff, or Hope's Gloves. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Oh, it's a really good banner. It's definitely better than the first one, in my opinion. Because the first one, of course, Lightning's BSB is really good. What's ahead of us? I need to check. Of course, there is the anniversary, but when you think about the anniversary, they would only put up older relics and quite a few new relics, because there is OSBs and stuff as well. I'll save. I'll be a good boy and save my mithril. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys later. Hope you have a good one, and peace out.